week. Had four games.
Yes,
Why don't you talk about that run?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Joby, if you look from Saturday and 11
Bulldog
days.
Fans, Joby Hodling here, joined with Coach Mondragon, head coach of our Artesia boys basketball team. Coach, you had a great week last week. Had four games.
Yes,
Why don't you talk about that run?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Joby, if you look from Saturday and 11 days, we had 7 games, counting the Hobbs holiday. Then you played Carlsbad, which, tough game for us. I thought we did a great job of the first half, staying close. Had a really bad spurt there in the third quarter, got down 17-18, but showed a lot of toughness and a lot of resilience. Could easily been blown out, cut it to 4 late or 6, had opportunities. They're just a really good team, really big team, really long, and their length kind of bothered us. And then started the weekend out playing a really good Las Cruces High team with a 6'10" kid. I thought our bigs did a great job. It was great to get back home. Haven't had a home game in 2 weeks, and came out and took care of business, and then had 4A team against Taos. Another great game for us. I thought probably one of our most complete games we've had up to this point. Really dominated that game, got as much as 18, ended up winning by 14, and then finished off the weekend with Berlin with another 20-point win. But still have a lot of work to do, Joby. Still have a lot of things we've got to fix and correct. But heck, man, in that stretch, 7 games, 11 days, went 5-2 against some of the best competition in the state. So really like where we're going, really like the direction. Really showed a lot of toughness and resiliency.
Well, now you get to really no rest for the weary, as your schedule always looks like. You go up to Hope Christian this week. Talk about that tournament and what your hopes are there.
Well, I mean, I love the tournament because it's a state tournament atmosphere. I mean, you get on the bus, you go the day up, day before, you handle the trip, you handle the hotel, got to play games back-to-back nights, just like state tournament. So we'll open up with Bloomfield. On our side is Bloomfield, and then you got Taos and Pius, so we could see Taos again when we take care of business against Bloomfield. And then on the top half, you've got, Hope, they're playing Shiprock, and then West Las Vegas is playing Hot Springs. So a really good tournament for us. I really like the trip, being able to get up there. It was our last tournament of the year. And here we are, Joby. We're looking at 2 weeks if we start district, man. So it's just a great opportunity for us to get up, get away, handle the trip, get better, improve, play some really good northern competition, and allow us to get better and get us ready for district.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're going to be carrying those games right here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. At this point, audio only, but if you can't make it up to Albuquerque, make sure you tune in either on KSVPTV.com or the radio. Of course, we're on Facebook and YouTube as well. We'll have it there, audio only. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
My name is Diego Wesson. I'm a junior. I play guard. My parents are Sarah Jimenez and John Wesson. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is just the traditions.
My name is Michael Malone. I'm a senior and I play point guard. My parents are Cynthia Morales and Michael Malone. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is hooping.
My name is Adrian Zamoron. I'm a senior, and the positions I play is point guard and shooting guard. My parents are Natasha and Daniel Zamoron. My favorite subject is history, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the support we get from the town.
My name is Chance Campbell. I'm a senior. My position is post. My parents are Lisa Lewis and Randy Campbell. My favorite subject is ag, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is we're built different.
For you, innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here getting ready to start the boys' game. Artesia taking on St. Pius the 10th. Real quickly, Audrivella, well, I'll give the stats for the girls at the end of the boys' game when I give the boys' stats, I guess. Artesia girls win 69-47. And just for all the fans out there hoping we could have this for video, we've been doing everything we can. Gene's been trying to pull every trick out of the book back in Artesia. It's just, we just can't get very good internet service in here for our router. It's a metal building and it's just not working very well. Works okay on the, just for running one thing, but apparently today I thought we'd be able to get it with something we tried, but can't do it. Starting for the Bulldogs, Sanchez, Thorpe, Wesson, Campbell, and Jarrett. On the other side, Montoya, Rodriguez, Valencia, McConnell, and Trujillo. Tip is won by big number 43, Gene Trujillo, 6'7", player for the Pius Sartans. On the outside, they swing it over to the right side to McConnell. Back out to Rodriguez. Now back out to McConnell. McConnell outside. Bulldogs in their man-to-man defense here. Montoya with the basketball goes underneath. It's going to be almost stripped away, and then he can't get the shot off. Good defense by the Bulldogs, but they're able to track it down. And then Nick Sanchez with the steal and the layup. Nick with a great steal. Bulldogs go up 2-0. Now the Bulldogs putting on some pressure here. Wesson in the backcourt as Montoya goes to his right. Now he gets across the timeline. Wesson trying to stay in front of him. Goes into the lane. Shot up. No good. They're going to call a foul, I guess, on Diego Wesson. It is on Diego, his first and the first team foul. 2-0 Bulldogs on the right side baseline. It'll be number 4, Jason Montoya, keying it in for the Sartans. Gets it into their big man Trujillo. Back to Montoya. He goes into the lane, gets it back to Trujillo. Tries to drive on the baseline. Good defense there, but then he steps up underneath Campbell. Boy, Campbell cut him off, but then he wasn't able to keep him in front of him, and Trujillo goes up and scores. Nick Sanchez out top. Looking for the double screen, goes to the right side. Right corner, now he goes down the baseline, kicks it. It's going to be stolen. Turnover on the Bulldogs there first. Up ahead it goes to Montoya on the right side. Scoring is number 10, Ethan Valencia. 4-2 down the floor quickly are the Bulldogs. Nick Sanchez out on the right wing. Covered out there by Montoya. Put his hands on him, no foul called. Montoya picks up his dribble. He goes to Campbell, swings it over to Wesson in the right corner. Back out top to Sanchez. Again, Montoya putting hands on Nick. He goes by him on the left side. Swings it to Thorpe. Thorpe on the base shot is going to be up, no good. And coming out of there with the rebound, that was Riley Jarrett with the shot, 10-footer. Coming out of there with the rebound was Gene Trujillo. He gets it to McConnell over to the left side. Valencia back outside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez hands it off to Montoya. He puts up a 15-footer and it knocks it down. Jason Montoya with 2. 6-2 St. Pius over the Bulldogs. Sanchez picked up. Out top, he goes around the screen, gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe into the corner. Wesson down the baseline. He's going to try to throw it off of and that's a turnover on the Bulldogs. They're second up ahead. Montoya on the right side, up and under, no good. There's Trujillo with the putback, no good. There's a rebound for Riley Jarrett. Defensive rebound, gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez flies up the court. Right side, picked up now by number 22, McConnell. McConnell trying to stay in front of him, and now we got 5 seconds called. He switched hands. Turnover on the Bulldogs, that's their third. Checking into the ballgame for Artesia, Peyton Deans and Nia Estrada. Campbell and Wesson will get a break. As Valencia will key it in over to number 22, McConnell. McConnell in the backcourt. And he's actually being picked up out there by Riley Jarrett. Down on the baseline, and we're going to have a travel. Good defense by Peyton Deans. He caused the turnover as Trujillo was trying to work down on him on the baseline right side and was called for the travel. 6-2, 5:10 to go and counting here in the first period. St. Pius up by 4. Thorpe with it, swings it over to Estrada. Estrada on the right wing out top, picked up by McConnell, goes to short shot there by Nick. He gets his own rebound, hands it off to Deans. He goes up, no good. And now there comes St. Pius. Up ahead it goes to Valencia on the left wing, kicks it out to McConnell. He puts it on the floor, drives on the right side. Jumper is going to be up and fall for number 22, Carson McConnell. 8-2, St. Pius over the Bulldogs. Nick Sanchez, we're going to have a timeout. No timeout taken. He thought the timeout was taken. Checking in for the Sartans is number 40, number 11, and number 44. Sapien, Freeze, and Thomas for the Sartans. So the referee thought he heard Coach Mondrigan say timeout. He did not. Back into the backcourt it goes to Nick Sanchez. 4:32 and counting. Sanchez working his way, looking over at coach. Fades to the right side. Bounce pass to Estrada. Estrada holding the ball. Puts it on the floor. Skip over to Cameron. Thorpe way outside left side. Bulldogs working against a man-to-man defense here. Thorpe drives into the lane. Has it stripped away. He's able to fight for it. And now he's going to say he was out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Their fourth. 8-2, 4:12 to go in the first period. Sarton's leading the Bulldogs by 6. Sapien will bring it across timeline. Sanchez picks him up as he goes to the right side. Continues down the baseline. Turns, kicks it out. The three-point shot effort is up and no good. Nye Estrada with the rebound. So Nye will come out of there with the board. Gets it to Nick. Nick picked up in the backcourt by Montoya. Goes to Riley Jarrett. Nice pass and nice finish by Riley on the left side. There's an assist for Nick. Bulldogs within 4. As coming down the floor, falling down. Nick Sanchez is going to get that ball. And he goes to Riley Jarrett on the right side. Up and in. Riley Jarrett with 4 quick points. Another assist for Nick and a steal. Bulldogs within 2, putting on full court pressure here. As number 40 trying to bring it across timeline. Freeze. He gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the right side, picked up by Thorpe, drives in on the baseline, gets it to big number 44, up and in, and they're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. So 44, Aiden Thomas with the bucket and has a chance for the and one. 3:15 to go here in the first period. 10-6. St. Pius checking in for Jarrett will be Nemesio Hernandez. That foul called on Nick Sanchez, his first and the team's second. Shot is up and no good. Peyton Deans with the rebound. Swings it over to Sanchez. He'll walk it up the left side, right side. As coming out on him is Montoya. Picks up his dribble, goes to Deans. Deans over to Thorpe on the left wing. Estrada in the middle of the lane. Shot up and in and out, no good. Great rebound over there by Nemesio Hernandez. He's fouled. Boy, that shot went in and out, went down and in and then out. Nice shot there by Estrada, just in and out. Checking back into the ballgame is number 10, Ethan Valencia. Taking a seat will be Nicholas Rodriguez. Bulldog basketball. Thorpe on the left side baseline. As he's looking, he's just going to have to throw it in somewhere. Oh, nice pass in to Nemesio Hernandez. Nice assist there for Cameron. Bulldogs within 2 and putting on that full court pressure. And we're going to have a foul called on Nye Estrada.
Come on, Kate. Kate, we're in zone. We're in zone.
So he's going to say he blocked him over there. Coach Mondragon asked him, what did he do? Looked like pretty good defense for Nye, but the foul called. Into the backcourt it goes to Sapien. He'll come across on the right side, picked up by Sanchez. Swings it over to Montoya. Montoya to number 10, Valencia. He drives right side, cut off there by Thorpe. Gets it back outside. It goes to Montoya on the wing. Now he kicks it out to the left side. Sapien tries to drive, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out top. Montoya working to the right side, throws up a runner, and it's good. Jason Montoya now with 4 points. Sanchez right up the floor quickly. On the right side, he'll back it back out.
Stay up, forward. Stay up.
All right, in the corner left side, back from Thorpe to Sanchez. Sanchez will now back it back out. 2:03 and counting, 12-8. The Sartans lead the Bulldogs. Sanchez goes to Peyton Deans. He's going to skip past his stolen turnover, number 5 on the Bulldogs. Then Nick takes it right back. He'll go up and lay it in. Nick Sanchez with his third steal as the Bulldogs turned it over, but so did the Sartans, their third. And Nick now with 4 points. And we have a change is coming into the ballgame for Nick. Will be David Hammond. Coming in for Deans will be Campbell, and for Nemesio Hernandez is Riley Jarrett. So Bulldogs are going to stay in a full court pressure here as number 20 comes in. Kenneth Zamora checks in for the Sartans. Bulldogs in a man-to-man full court pressure defense here. Sartans get it into Montoya. He's picked up by Estrada in the backcourt. Tries to go, he does go to the left side. Now he'll stop, step up underneath, throw up a shot. It's good. Jason Montoya with 6, and it's now 14-10. David Hammond across the timeline, 1:32 and counting. David looking where he's going to go here. Montoya, Coach Mondragon calls a play. Over to the left side to Thorpe. Thorpe going to go out top to Now swing it back to Hammond. That was Riley Jarrett. Now Nia Estrada for three. It's off from the rim, no good. And the big man, Trujillo, gets the board, gets it to number 20, Zamora, up the right side to Montoya. Montoya spins in the lane, throws up a jumper. It's going to be off the rim, no good. Campbell up high for a board. We're down to under a minute as going up the court is David Hammond. He kicks it and he's fouled. So David Hammond fouled. That's going to be the second team foul. And the first on Jason Montoya as Nick Sanchez checks back in. Estrada will get a break. For the Sartans coming in for number 20 is number 5. So Nicholas Rodriguez checking back in. Also checking in was number 3, Mason Montoya. His first time to be in the ball game for the Sartans. 55 seconds to go, 14-10. Nice inbound pass. Shot up and good and one. Nice strong move there by Riley Jarrett. He scores and he's fouled. That's another assist for Cameron Thorpe on the inbound pass. 14-12. Sartans leading the Bulldogs with 53.2 seconds to go in the first period. Riley Jarrett at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot is up, and the shot is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Riley. He now has 7. Again, the Bulldogs putting on some full court pressure here. They get it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez to McConnell in the backcourt, picked up by Sanchez. He gets it across the timeline, picks up his dribble, goes back to Rodriguez. He's picked up by Hammond. Backs it back out. We're down to 35 seconds. His way outside is McConnell, picked up by Sanchez. Swings over to Rodriguez on the left side. Hammond in his face. Now they go to the big man Trujillo out top. Swings it over. They go down the baseline. There's going to be a kick. Goes off of Thorpe's foot. So 26.2 seconds to go. 14-13. Sartans leading the Bulldogs. On the right side baseline, looking to key it in. Still looking. Get it out top. Good job there, but a foul going to be called on Hammond. He went for the ball. That's going to be the 4th team foul, and it's going to be the first on David.
No, Duke Nick.
All right, so Rodriguez will key it in over in front of the stands over there. We got a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Philip Finley Rascon. He'll come in for Cameron Thorpe, get him his first break of the ball game. Into the backcourt they go to McConnell, picked up out there by Sanchez. Comes across the timeline, gets it to Rodriguez, picked up by Hammond. Rodriguez on the left wing, works his way, steps up, double teamed, and kick it outside. 3-point shot not taken by McConnell, kicks it into the corner. Valencia, down to 10 seconds, down to 7. Valencia way outside, picked up by Philip Finley Rascon. He drives into the lane, kicks it. Shot. They're not going to get a shot away. Bulldogs, great defense at the end of one. 14-13. Valencia, keep calling them Valencia. St. Pius with the 1-point lead. We'll take a break. Stay right there.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Welcome back here to Hope Christian High School. Artesia Bulldogs taking on St. Pius X, the Sartans. And the Sartans leading here at the end of one, 14-13 over our Bulldogs. St. Pius with some good size. Got a 6'7" Gene Trujillo and about a 6'8" Aiden Thomas. Also big bodies, those guys. And then they got some length too on their wings, over 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". But the Bulldogs have that also. Bulldog basketball, 14-13 St. Pius. Cameron Thorpe on the left wing, back out to Nick. He's picked up by Montoya. Continues dribbling. Now he bounces back. Now he's going to go by open. They call 5 seconds. I'm not sure he's going back and forth. I thought once they changed hands, I'm mistaken. They called 5 seconds. He went by him, actually. All right, so the turnover on the Bulldogs is their 7th here in the first half.
Ethan, corner.
Into the backcourt it goes to McConnell. Sanchez going to pick him up there. Swings it to the left side to Montoya, picked up by Thorpe in the corner. The three-point shot in and out. There's another rebound for Riley Jarrett. His second. Sanchez on the right side will go up and score. Nick Sanchez takes it all the way after getting the pass from Jarrett. The Bulldogs now go up 15-14. McConnell kicks it outside to Rodriguez as Sarton's got down the court quickly. Back to McConnell. McConnell over to the left side. Valencia. Now we're going to have a travel. Turnover on the Sartons, their fifth. Back to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs lead now 15-14. So it'll be Bulldog basketball. Riley into Nick. Good fan base here for the Bulldogs. Big fan base here for the Sartons. Thorpe on the left side gets it back to Nick. Over to the right side to Wesson. Wesson's going to put it on the floor. Drive. Now he stops. Kicks it into the baseline. Shot is up and over. No good for Riley. Down the floor come McConnell into the corner. McConnell back out. Three-point shot up. No good. Rebound there for Trujillo, but Bulldogs, Riley Jarrett gets a rebound after he puts it up. Sanchez underneath, and they're going to have a foul on the floor. Wesson was on the baseline. He's fouled. 15-14 Bulldogs, 6:36 to go. That foul is the fourth team foul, and the first on number 10, Ethan Valencia. Thorpe on the right side baseline looking to get it in. He's just going to go out top to Nick Sanchez. Nick backs it up. Picking him up is Montoya. Swing it over to Wesson. Wesson puts it on the floor, picks it up, goes to Thorpe. Thorpe pulls up a little runner. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Tips it outside, but coming out of there with it is Valencia. He'll push it up the left side for the Sartons. Now back out top to McConnell. They'll settle in on their offense as McConnell works his way over to the right wing. Trying to go down to the post, down there to Trujillo. Campbell doing a great job on him, and then they're going to call a foul on Chance. Trujillo worked his way underneath the basket on the baseline and then tried to go up backwards. Chance was straight up, but they're going to say they got him with the body. So Gene Trujillo at the line. He has 2 points. Bulldogs still lead 15-14, but 2 free throws upcoming here for the Sartons. First one is up, off the front of the rim, no good. Freeze will check in. He's coming in for number 22, McConnell. It's another big for the Sartons coming in for one of their guards, who's also about 6'1". Freeze checked in. He's about 6'4". Shot is up. This time good for Gene Trujillo. 15-15, 6:05 and counting. Sanchez over to the right side to Wesson. Wesson steps up and picked up. Now he picks it back outside to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Wesson. Bounce pass to Thorpe. Thorpe underneath. Nice give. Riley Jarrett with another bucket, and that's another assist, his third for Cameron Thorpe. Bulldogs 17-15 as Rodriguez drives down the floor quickly, kicks it over to the left side. Freeze going down on the baseline. Trujillo working his way up and under and scores. So working down low was Gene Trujillo. He's able to get it on the other end. The Bulldogs quickly. Wesson picks up his dribble. Going to go down on the baseline to, well, they get it to Campbell. His turnaround is good. Riley Jarrett with the assist. Campbell puts it up and in. Bulldogs 19, Sartons 17. As Rodriguez working against Sanchez, swings it over to left side to Freeze. They're going to try to go down on that block again. Now they kick it over to number 10, Valencia. He's on the baseline. His shot up no good. Chance Campbell battling for the rebound. He gets it. Good defense there by Chance. Help defense. Gets another board. Sanchez down the floor quickly. Goes into the lane. Nice pass. Campbell up and in. Sanchez with a beautiful dish. Chance Campbell finishes on the left side. Bulldogs 21, Sartons 17. Rodriguez working his way against Sanchez, trying to get by him. Nick too quick. Swings it over to the left side to Valencia. Valencia back to Montoya, drives in on the right side. Great help defense there. Steps through. It's going to be knocked away, but there it's going to be picked up by Gene Trujillo. He puts it in on the left side. Now we got a timeout taken. 30-second timeout taken by the Sartons. 21-19 Bulldogs. 4:25 to go here in the first half. We'll be back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hi, Bulldog fans. We're back here. 21-19 Artesia basketball. Coming off that bucket from Gene Trujillo, one of the big men for the Sartans. And Sanchez taking a look at Coach Mondragon as he calls a play. Sanchez crosses the timeline. Rodriguez waiting on him. He's going to go around the screen. Sanchez shoots a bomb and buries it. He shoots it from about 3 foot behind the NBA line. 24-19, Artesia. Freeze with the basketball. Nemesio Hernandez hounding him down the floor. Gets it to Montoya, almost taking it away. Nick Sanchez swings over Rodriguez into the corner. It goes to Valencia, puts it on the floor, back out to Rodriguez. 3:50 and counting. Gets it to Montoya on the right wing. Now comes out top. Cameron Thorpe waiting on him. To Rodriguez, picked up by Sanchez. Now he'll turn and go to the right side, kick it into the corner. Freeze for three, and he buries it. Cade Freeze with his first bucket. Sanchez down the floor. He backs it up. Now he goes to the left side, backs up. Nick Sanchez driving. Goes up and under, puts up the jumper. It's good. Nick Sanchez for two. And the Bulldogs go up 26-22. And a timeout taken by Coach Mondragon. We'll take it as well. Adobe Rose up next. Oh, it's taken by the Bulldogs.
Keeping up with traditions and keeping up with the new culinary trends, the Adobe Rose is known for using farm-fresh, seasonal local ingredients. Chef Chloe creates dishes that are sure to keep you excited to return. The Adobe Rose menu is ever-changing based on what is in season and fresh. No freezers or microwaves, keeping to our traditions, even the beer and wine list contain large selections from New Mexico. Come experience the atmosphere, fine food, and great service from Adobe Rose, located on North 13th Street, Artesia.
All right, back on the floor now. The Bulldogs, Hammond, Estrada, Deans, Thorpe, and Hernandez. 3:15 and counting. Montoya in the backcourt. He's going to get it down the right side. On the right side baseline, kicking it back out to Montoya. Now he drives, kicks it to number 10. He's popped back for three. It's off the rim, no good. Nemesio Hernandez chases down the rebound. His second. Gets it to Estrada. Estrada up the floor. He goes to Deans. Deans throws up a jumper. It's going to be no good. Trujillo comes down with the rebound. Gets it to Sapien. Up the floor he goes into the corner. Montoya drives into the lane. Shot up. No good. Trujillo with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. Boy, Peyton had both hands on it, battling a guy about 6'8" inches taller than him. It's called on number 12, Peyton Deans. Good job there by Peyton. I thought he might have had a clean jump ball, but they call the foul. So at the line is Gene Trujillo. He has 7 points. It's 26-22 Bulldogs with 2:44 to go. He's off the front of the rim, no good. Sanchez and Jarrett check back in. Hammond and Nemesio Hernandez will get a break. So Nick and Riley back into the ball game. Go with Peyton Deans, Nia Estrada, and Cameron Thorpe. Shot up, and the shot no good. Up high for the board is Nia Estrada. His second rebound, drives it all the way to the length of the court, kicks it back outside to Nick. Nick will back it up. Now he turn, swing it over to Nia Estrada. And now they're going to go into a motion offense here against this zone defense. Skip pass over to Cameron. Cameron goes to Peyton. Deans goes through his hands. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Peyton was looking for it. Just went right through his hands. Valencia. Actually, that's Sapien. Goes to the left side. Goes all the way down to the baseline. Gets it to Freeze. Freeze shot up and good. Little turnaround. So back within two are the Sartans. Sanchez has it taken away. Sapien comes away with the steal. He drives to the right side. And that should be an offensive foul. No, what do they call it here? No, they're going to call it on the floor. They're going to call that on Peyton Deans. Looked to me very easily could have been called offensive, but instead called on Peyton. The Bulldogs turned it over again. Costly turnover. 26-24, Artesia by 2 as Deans will take a break. That's his second. Coming back in is Chance Campbell. And it'll be 1-1 as that was the 7th team foul. So at the line will be number 11, Alejandro Sapien for the Sartans. Again, they have a big crowd here. It's kind of like a home game for them here in Albuquerque. It's not, but it's here in Albuquerque. Shot up and good. First point for Sapien. And the Sartans are within 1, 26-25. Second shot, up and good. Tied it up, 26-26. Sanchez in the backcourt. There's Montoya waiting on him. Nick working his way over to the left side. Swing it over to Nye Estrada. Bounce pass to Thorpe. Thorpe puts it on the floor, goes into the lane. Shot up, no good, but he's fouled. Cameron will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul called on number 11, Alejandro Sapien, his first and the team 5th. And at the line is Thorpe. First shot is up and good for Cameron. That's his first bucket or point of the ball game. 27-26 Artesia. Second shot, he bangs it home as well. So 2 now for Cameron, and checking back in for Nye Estrada is Diego Wesson. So the starters back on the floor for the Bulldogs. Thorpe, Wesson, Sanchez, Campbell, and Jarrett in the backcourt. Sapien working against Thorpe, picks up his dribble, gets it across. Now they go into the right side corner. Freeze for 3. He buries it. Boy, can't leave him open. Cade Freeze, that's his second three-pointer. And they now lead 29-28. Wesson into the lane. He goes up, a shot, and it rolls around and good. Good take by Diego Wesson, his first bucket. Bulldogs go back up by 1. The Bulldogs put so much pressure on them when they get down the floor so quickly. Now on the court on the right side. There's a travel. It's a turnover on Rodriguez. He traveled. Good defense there by the Bulldogs. Chance Campbell. 30-29 Bulldogs. 1:08 to go. Nick Sanchez in from Riley Jarrett. They both take a look over at Coach Mondragon for the play. Hand it off to Wesson. Wesson, and we're going to have, that was an awful call. They call it on Nick Sanchez. He was just trying to get through traffic, and they called a foul on him. That's the 8th team foul. Terrible call. That was a terrible call. All right, St. Pius basketball, under a minute, 30-29 Bulldogs. Sapien working his way against Sanchez, gets it across the timeline, picks up the dribble, goes to Rodriguez, back to Sapien. Out top, he goes to into the corner. The three-point shot is going to be flat, no good, but Rodriguez gets the rebound, goes underneath, and it's out of bounds. Turnover on the Sartans, they're 7th. It'll be back to the Bulldogs. Checking in for Rodriguez will be number 44, Aiden Thomas. Bigger for big, as Thomas is a big kid, probably about 6'8", 260. And Gene Trujillo about 6'8", 250. Both of them big guys. Sanchez works his way, gets it to Wesson. Down to 34 seconds. Wesson's going to shoot a long 3, and he buries it. Diego Wesson now with 5 points. The Bulldogs go up 33-29. Sapien gets his way across the timeline. Sanchez playing great defense. They get it to number 4. That's Montoya dribbling outside. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. Go over to number 10, Valencia. Bulldogs take it away. Thorpe, he gets it ahead to Wesson, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 10, Valencia. No foul call. Wesson going in for the shot. They say he got all ball. 6 seconds to go, 33-29 Bulldogs and their basketball. Cameron Thorpe on the right side baseline as the Bulldogs set up to run their inbound play. Into the right corner it goes, and then it's out of bounds off of Montoya as Riley Jarrett tried to kick it out to Sanchez. 4.8 seconds, 1/10 of a second came off. Now Thorpe over in front of the bench for the Sartans, looking. Gets it to Wesson in the corner. Wesson is going to get it back to Thorpe. Thorpe throws up a shot, no good. And I thought that was going to go. Riley thought the time was over. He got the rebound, but just kind of nonchalantly touched it. He did get the board, though, so at the half, Artesia 33, the Sartans 29, 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here getting ready for the Tate Branch halftime show. Thanks for tuning in here on KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com. Cannot get this video to work, but we are live streaming audio only. 33-29 Artesia at the half over the St. Pius X Sartans. Tate Branch halftime show up.
Hi, it's Maria
and Brisa
with the Tate Branch Auto Group.
It's a new year here at Tate Branch, and we are back to start off the new year with a bang and stacking up the discounts on the new car inventory.
While our competitors continue to sell new cars thousands of dollars above MSRP, we have chosen not to. Instead, we price everything at MSRP, and with all of our qualified rebates and incentive stacks, you are saving thousands.
Like on our 2022 Ram 1500 with rebates and incentives, our stack discount is $4,250. And our 2022 Jeep Gladiator Sport, our stack discount is $4,500.
And if you want to take advantage of these huge stack discounts we have going on right now, but cannot find the right vehicle for you,
that's not a problem.
With our pre-order option, we can order you exactly what you want and still lock you in on all these qualified rebates and incentives.
Woo-wee! Happy New Year.
Start the year off right with us here at Tate Branch Auto Group, where we don't price over MSRP
or lack the staff.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
At Wilbanks Trucking Services of Artesia, we understand that every hour of every day is critical to your profitability and long-term success. Specializing in oil rig mobilization, crane and production services, Wilbanks Trucking Services operate full-service terminals in Artesia, Hobbs, and the Permian Basin. With our highly trained professionals, we can ensure that all projects, even the most complex, are performed smoothly and efficiently, providing a competitive advantage for our customers. For more information, please visit our website at www.wilbanks.us or call 575-746-6318 today.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
here to help you breathe easy. That's what you can expect from Artesia General Hospital's cardiopulmonary and respiratory therapy team, both literally and figuratively. From innovative treatments for lung cancer and COVID-19 to management for everyday breathing problems like asthma and bronchitis, our care for acute and chronic conditions is unmatched in Southeast New Mexico, and the compassion of our caregivers offers peace of mind with each visit. Get the help you need for chronic respiratory conditions. Call 575-748-3333 or visit artesiageneral.com/respiratory.
Welcome back here to the Tape Branch Halftime Show. Got some stats for you for the St. Pius Sartans. Jason Montoya with 6 points. Valencia has 2. Sapien with 2 free throws. McConnell with the bucket. Cade Freeze has 2 threes and a 2-point field goal with 8. And Gene Trujillo has 7 points. Aiden Thomas with 1 bucket. He has 2. The Sartans turned it over 7 times there in the first half. For the Artesia Bulldogs, both Riley Jarrett and Nick Sanchez lead the way. They got 9 points apiece. Diego Wesson with 5. Demisio Hernandez with 2. Chance Campbell with 4. And that's the scoring for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs turned it over 8 times there in the first half. We're going to continue Tape Branch Halftime Show. The score, 33-29, Artesia at the half.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Hi Artesia, it's Cambria from your local KFC and Taco Bell. You've asked for it, you craved it, and now it's back. That's right, Pot Pie is back for a limited time. It has all the flavors you crave: flaky, buttery crust, creamy filling, vegetables, and full of chicken. It's sure to satisfy all your cravings. Get it now for just $5. Have it for lunch, a midday snack, or even add it to tonight's dinner menu. It's perfect for any time of the day. Stop in soon for one of our famous KFC Pot Pies for just $5. Only for a limited time and only at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI. That's right, Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated. I've been waiting a while to reveal the great news that we've taken our parent company name and things are only getting better for Southern New Mexico. I'm excited to announce that everything we do will be handled in-house. I have a dedicated processing, underwriting, and closing team, thus streamlining our process or your purchase or refinance. When you're looking for an in-town lender or someone that will communicate with you one-on-one and give you straight answers, call me, 575-749-6278, or visit me online at martin.chooseprimeres.com. Remember, Martin at PRMI for your home finance.
PRMI is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 3094. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1815286.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving Southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of Southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Plumbing, air conditioning, heating, gas lines, sewer jetting, refrigeration, ice machines, RO systems, water softening, sheet metal fabrication, duct cleaning, residential and commercial. Crouch does it all. When you find yourself in need of assistance, give the experts at Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning a call. The Crouches know quality matters, and they'll find the best solutions for your situation. That's 575-746-3782 for Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, serving all of Eddy County since 1967. Did you know that Central Valley Electric Cooperative has a program in place to help members save on a variety of goods and services, from hotel discounts to pharmacy discounts? Ring in the new year with national and local discounts using your CVE Co-op Connections card. Print your free Co-op Connections card at www.connections.coop or download the Co-op Connections app. You can learn more about the program and discounts at www.connections.coop. If you are a business and would like to become a part of the CVE Co-op Connections card program, call Ray Lynn or Kyler at 575-746-3571.
Welcome back here to Hope High School, Hope Christian High School, home of the Huskies. Artesia Bulldogs coming out of the half, leading the St. Pius Sartans 33-29 in St. Pius basketball. They're wearing their black and gold, way black jerseys with white numbers and gold outline. Bulldogs wearing their white home jerseys. Montoya on the right side goes up and scores. Jason Montoya with the bucket. I'm joined now by Jeff Hodlin, coach of the Artesia girls basketball team, and so he's going to talk here a little bit with me. Montoya to Riley Jarrett, back out to Wesson, back to Riley. Riley kicks it to the corner. Thorpe on the baseline goes up and scores.
Great soft touch, baseline drive by Cameron right there. Fantastic.
Bulldogs go back up by 4. Down, McConnell comes down, racing down the left side. He'll put it on the block. The big man working his way in. Campbell trying to play defense on him. Does a pretty good job, and that goes off of Rodriguez.
Chance Campbell's been battling all night. He's having a great game right now.
Yeah, he's listed as 6'6", and Rodriguez also about 6'6", but about 100 pounds heavier. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
He's not 100 pounds heavier, but he's big.
He's got 50 on him anyway.
Anyway, Sanchez out top, back over to Wesson. Wesson going to go to Riley at the bend. He could have went and scored, backed it out. Now Wesson will drive in, throw up a runner. It's off no good, gets his own rebound. Diego kicks it out to Sanchez. He'll back it up, picked up by Montoya. Now he goes around a screen, kicks it over to Thorpe on the right wing. Down to Campbell. Turnaround jumper's no good. That wasn't Campbell, it was Jarrett, and that goes off of the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are being really patient against this good zone by St. Pius, working the ball right into the paint. Really some good action there.
Freeze checks back into the ball game for the Sartans as McConnell gets it in to Montoya. Jason Montoya cut off over there by Thorpe. Gets it across the timeline, works his way toward the middle. Now gets it back to McConnell. Wesson will be on him. He works his way over to the right side, swings it back over to Montoya. Montoya down on the post to McConnell. He's going to drive on the right side, throw it up, no good. Campbell goes off of him. Oh, they say it went off for Rodriguez.
Yeah, he might have missed that one, but we'll take it.
We'll take it. Checking back into the ball game is number 11, Sapien, and taking a break will be McConnell. Bulldog basketball leading 35-31 with 6:10 to go here in the third quarter.
Pius got a little 1-3-1 almost, maybe. A little matchup zone.
All right, Sanchez working his way. Goes across the timeline, goes over to the right side, bounce pass to Campbell. Campbell turns, skips it to Thorpe. Thorpe looks at the three, doesn't take it. Steps inside, shoots, he's fouled. He's going to be fouled by number 5, Nicholas Rodriguez. Goes line to shoot 2.
Bulldogs, great spacing, got it to an elbow, immediately squared up and kicked it to the opposite corner. One dribble pull-up by Cameron. Good play there.
So he'll step up to shoot 2. Foul called on number 5, Nicholas Rodriguez, his second.
He drained it.
Actually, yeah, his second, and Cameron does drain it. He now has 5 points in the ball game to go along with 3 assists. Shot is up, and he drains that one as well. So it'll be Freeze keying it in. Sanchez putting on some pressure here on Sapien. Gets it across the timeline. Nick backing up. He's got 3 fouls on him, so Nick needs to be careful. Gets it to Rodriguez out left. Now he swings it over to Sapien on the right side. Back over to the left side to Montoya. So working it way, and it's going to be a turnover, getting the ball there, and then the foul is going to be called on Rodriguez as he was backing into him. Good job there again by Campbell.
Yeah, really leaning on him right there, and it paid off.
So Jarrett gets that steal. He'll key it into Nick Sanchez. That was the second turnover here, second half on the Sartans. 37-31 Bulldogs. Wesson on the right side, way out. He's going to take another deep 3. It's going to be off the rim, no good. Trujillo gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Freeze. He's a three-point shooter, but he pulls it up, goes back to Rodriguez. It's tipped away. Campbell with great defense gets it ahead. Nick Sanchez is fouled, throws it up anyway. Almost battles through that.
Nick with a good, strong move.
So Nick will go to the line to shoot 2, and the foul called on number 5, Jason Montoya. That'll be his third.
43 for Pius is having a hard time down here. That's 2 turnovers in a row on him. The ball is coming to him low, below his knees, and that's just poor passing by his teammates. You want to hit those big guys, at least from the waist up, not from the chin up, and he's having a hard time fielding those low passes and getting away from him.
Nick scores on the first free throw. He now has 10 points. 5:09 to go, 38-31, and it goes off the back of the rim. Campbell up high, ball comes out of there, and picking it up is St. Pius Valencia. He'll get it to Sapien. He'll take his time coming across the timeline, goes to the right side, continues his dribble. Nick cuts him off. Nick almost steals it, and he does. Turnover. Thorpe comes out of there with it. We're going to give that steal to Nick. He caused it. Now Nick up the right side, goes into the lane. Nice pass to Campbell. Puts a shot up. It's going to roll not there, but a foul going to be called, and it's going to be on who?
I think they're going to call it on Riley Jarrett.
42, that is on Riley. That's going to be the second team foul on the Bulldogs as McConnell checks back in for the Sartans.
Bulldogs picking up full court man-to-man now a little bit, extending that pressure.
We talked about it yesterday. It puts a lot of pressure on the other team, wears them out a little bit.
The duration of it is where the game is won or lost, just wearing them out constantly for 4 quarters.
All right, Bulldogs continue their man-to-man pressure defense. They swing it over to, they go back out top to Valencia. Now to down on the block and have a reach there by Campbell. That'll be the second team foul, and I think it's a second on Chance.
Chance has got to work a little earlier right there. The 43's beating him to the spot. Chance needs to anticipate that or pull the chair out from under him. He's really leaning on him in there.
Peyton Deans checks in. He'll take the big man. They get it into Trujillo. He does back into him. We're going to have a travel call, turnover. Good defense by Peyton Deans.
There it is. He pulled the chair out from under him. That's just what I was talking about with Chance. Probably needs to do that. If they'll bump him early, that big guy just wants to post up. And if you can get that contact early and then slip him, get you travel like that.
He fell down, just like he does.
Just right. That's how you draw it up.
All right, 38-31 Bulldogs, 4:15 to go in the third period. Sanchez will go across the timeline, gets it out top to Riley Jarrett into the corner to Wesson on the right side. Wesson will back it out.
He can see the corner.
And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Mondragon. So we're going to take it as well. 4:03 to go here in the third period. Artesia 38, St. Pius 31. We'll be back after this timeout.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
We're waiting on them to bring the supper in, so I'm sure they'll have something here in a minute. But.
All right, welcome back here as Jeff and I were talking about after this ball game. But Jeff, the girls face tomorrow. They're either going to have the home team, the Hope Huskies, or who was the other team?
Las Lunas.
Las Lunas, that's right.
Yeah.
Both very good teams, so good matchup tomorrow for your girls.
Yeah, I look for it to be Hope Christian. Las Lunas is, they're good, but they're not as good as Hope this year. And Hope has a really good post player in Obasiki. You'll see her tonight. She's really strong, and look for her to be a presence, kind of like Lauren was for us tonight, maybe.
Well, that's the good thing about what you have. You've got some inside presence as well. All right, so Bulldogs basketball coming out of that timeout. Sanchez gets it to Thorpe. Thorpe gets it back to Nick. Nick steps up, wide open three. It's going to be off the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Bulldogs, and it goes off of St. Pius. I think it's Bulldog.
Nick had to double clutch that one and caused it to be a little bit short. Pius jumped us there, a little half-court trap on the first pass coming out of that timeout, so good coaching on their side.
I thought it was our ball, but it turns out it is not. They get it into McConnell. McConnell in the backcourt, picked up by Sanchez. 38-31 Bulldogs, 3:40 and counting here in the third period. Gets it over to Valencia. Valencia backs it up, hands it to Jason Montoya. He's picked up by Thorpe. Thorpe waiting on him at the three-point line. He's going to drive and spin, puts up a 14-footer. It's going to roll around no good. Great rebound by Riley Jarrett, his fifth. Up ahead he comes. Wesson for three. Short. And it goes out of bounds off of St. Pius. It'll be Bulldog basketball.
Bulldogs on defense are doing a fantastic job of keeping Pius out of the paint. No middle drives down here. Everything close out on the high side, sending everybody to the baseline side and getting some stops.
All right, Thorpe kid in on the right side baseline. Looking. Going to go out top to Nick Sanchez. Immediately out there was Montoya. Sanchez drives through the lane. He's fouled. No, they called a foul away from the ball. It's called on number 22, Carson McConnell. That'll be his first and the team's fourth.
Let's see what the Bulldogs got here under the basket. Coach is calling 2.
Nice Estrada checks in. Yeah, he called 2. We'll see what happens. He's going to get it to Estrada. He goes up and scores. Oh, he missed the layup.
Sometimes that's the easiest one to miss.
Yeah, the wide open one. Nice cut there by Nye. Good pass by Thorpe, but he just couldn't finish. McConnell on the other end kicks it outside to Valencia. Valencia going to almost have it taken away by Thorpe. Now over to the right side corner. McConnell spots for 3. He buries it.
Nick was just a little bit late. He closed out with high hands, but McConnell got a shot off. He's quick.
Now to Jarrett on the other end. His jumper is up. No good. Coming out of there with the rebound is St. Pius. Mason Montoya gets it ahead on the right side. Kick it back out to McConnell. Now over to Freeze. He drives down the right baseline. Gets it to number 3. And there's a bucket. Mason Montoya, who just checked in. They're within 2, 38-36. 2:30 to go here in the third. As Sanchez working against Montoya. This is Jason Montoya. Nick works his way around through traffic. He's going to throw up a jumper. No good. Coming out of there with the rebound is St. Pius. And then a timeout.
Oh, they got us for a foul. Reach foul on Sanchez, I'm afraid. Yeah. Forced that shot, and then he made a bad decision when he missed and tried to track down that rebound and got a foul.
That's the third on Nick. The third team foul. And it'll be St. Pius basketball down by 2, 38-36 Bulldogs. 2:13 to go here in the third period. Jason Montoya now to McConnell. McConnell way outside, picked up by Sanchez. He drives into the lane, goes to the right side. Oh, no.
No, that's his fourth.
That's the fourth on Nick.
Tough call right there. He kind of bodied him up, but I really think at best it was a no call.
All right, checking into the ballgame for Nick Sanchez is number 32, David Hammond for the Artesia Bulldogs. McConnell will kid in on the right side baseline, gets it out top to Valencia. He'll back it up. Might have got away with a walk there, and then a carry over on the other side. But they're able to maintain possession. They get it to Montoya, back to McConnell, way out top. Picked up out there by Hammond. Goes to Montoya on the left side. Down to Freeze on the elbow. He puts it on the floor. Nowhere to go. Good defense there by the Bulldogs. Stopping him was Riley Jarrett. Coming over for help was Nia Estrada. Now we're going to have a foul on Cameron Thorpe. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Bulldogs. The first on Cameron.
Being super aggressive in our man-to-man stuff. And Pius is pretty good. They're savvy.
All right, into the backcourt it goes to Freeze. He'll hand it back to Montoya. Montoya, Thorpe waiting on him. He works his way to the middle. Hands it off to McConnell. Hammond staying in front of McConnell. Back over to now down on the block. Kick it back outside. Freeze for 3. He buries it.
Little inside out. They got it into the big guy, and he drew some help, and he kicked it right out for an open 3.
St. Pius up by 1. 39-38. David Hammond gets it to Jarrett out top. Riley's going to go underneath Thorpe, and he's fouled. Cameron with the turnaround.
Got a little flex cut action underneath. Cameron came off a flex screen, caught it on the block, went straight up. Looked like almost a jump ball, like they had tied it up, but they called a foul.
Philip Finley Rascon getting ready to check in, as is Nemesio Hernandez. Cameron will go line to shoot 2 with under a minute now in the third. St. Pius leads by 1, but it can be tied up, and it is. Cameron drains the first.
Need these subs right here and get some fresh legs in here and see if we can slow down their momentum a little bit.
Hernandez comes in for Riley, and so Philip Finley Rascon will be checking in for the shooter, Cameron Thorpe. It's tied up, 39-39, 58 seconds. Second shot rolls around, no good, but there's Peyton Deans. He flies into traffic, gets the rebound. Gets it outside to David Hammond. He drives to the left side.
Yeah, great job by David.
And he is fouled, so that'll be the 6th team foul.
David just gave him a little inside-out hesitation and got to his hip. And when you're even, you're leaving, and the kid had to reach to stop him.
All right, 39-39, 51 seconds into the backcourt. It goes to David. Hammond will come up against McConnell. Goes to the right side, picks up his dribble, gets it to Deans. Deans underneath to Nye Estrada, up and under, and
bucket.
It goes.
Nice by Nye right there.
Nice pass by Peyton Deans and a great finish by Nye Estrada.
Almost a circus shot.
I was about to say circus shot. You took the words out of my mouth. All right, McConnell outside, 27 seconds, 41-39 Bulldogs.
That's offensive.
Hammond, that's offensive foul. David Hammond with great defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't lose it. I don't think we lose anything with Hammond on the floor when Nick takes a break. Hammond is such a savvy kid. He's real gritty on defense like that.
All right, David working against McConnell. Goes to the left, goes into the lane, kicks it to Estrada. Estrada goes into the middle of the lane. He turns, goes up and under, puts up the shot. It's going to roll around, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Ball still in play. Trujillo gets the rebound. He's going to throw it ahead. Bulldogs have a chance for the turnover. Can't get it. Freeze has it. 2 seconds long. Three-pointer is good. No good. Bulldogs at the end of 3, 41-39.
Pius is battling back. This fourth quarter is going to be intense. Back and forth.
Intense fourth quarter. Big crowd here for St. Pius. A good crowd for Artesia. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Fourth quarter coming up.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
All right, welcome back here to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. We're in an intense game here, using Jeff's word. This is going to be an intense fourth period. 41-39, Artesia by 2 over a big and good St. Pius team. Coach Mondragon talked about this. So did Coach Otterling. Getting come up here north and play these northern teams, getting ready for district. That's exactly what they've been doing, and that'll continue tomorrow. The girls already in the championship game tomorrow afternoon at, I think, at
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. If the boys win this one, they'll be playing at 7 following that championship, both of them in the championship. But we've got to get that win now. Fourth and final period, Bulldog basketball. Hammond will be in along with Wesson, Thorpe, Campbell, and Riley Jarrett. Ball has gotten into David Hammond in the backcourt. Goes over to Wesson. Wesson on the right wing. Way out top. He's going to go to, and we're going to have a foul away from the ball.
No, moving screen.
Called on David Hammond.
Pius has gone to man-to-man. They left that zone behind about 2 or 3 possessions ago, and Bulldogs went to a flex offense right here, and Coach Mondragon had a little set out of the quarter change, and we got a moving screen.
All right, into the backcourt it goes to Jason Montoya. Now to number 5, Rodriguez. He's picked up by David Hammond. Goes back to Montoya. Goes on the block. On the bend, picked up by Wesson, is number 10, Valencia. He backs it out. Diego Wesson staying in front of him. He drives into the paint, kicks it back outside to Rodriguez, picked up by Hammond. He'll drive in on the right side, throw up the shot, no good. Campbell battling for the rebound, and he will get it. He'll throw it ahead to Cameron Thorpe, up and in.
Great long pass by Chance Campbell. Got his eyes up early. A quick outlet off a rebound's always good in transition.
Bulldogs 43, St. Pius 39. Montoya working his way on the right side. Thorpe waiting on him at the three-point line. Now he's going to start the drive, looking for a double screen. He gets through traffic, turns. Shot is blocked. Oh! Late whistle by the ref all the way across the court. Cameron got a great block.
Oh, she said he got him on the side of the head. I think it was all ball. You know, the gym floor here is short compared to ours at the pit. It's about 6 or 7 feet shorter. I can tell by looking at the size of the volleyball court where it lays on the gym floor. So this is a fantastic court for transition game and pressing.
Montoya hits the first, as that was the 17th foul, so he has a 1-on-1. Gene Trujillo checks back into the ball game for St. Pius. Montoya up for his second, 43-40, and now 43-41 as he drains them both. Nick Sanchez will check back in for David Hammond.
Pius might be going back to the zone here.
With Nick in.
Yep.
So Nick is so quick off the dribble.
Well, back to, nope.
Right side, Wesson kicks it to Thorpe. Thorpe down on the block. It goes to Riley Jarrett. He kicks it back to Thorpe. Now to Wesson. Wesson puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out to Sanchez. Nick holding the ball. He swings it over to Diego. Diego on the right wing. He'll put it on the floor, go into the lane. Thorpe a runner. No good. Trujillo comes down with the rebound for Pius and gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez slows it down. Nick waiting on him at the three-point line. Bulldogs have stayed in their man-to-man. Kicks it over to the left side. Now they go down on the post to Trujillo. He's backing in. He goes up and no good, but he's going to call a foul on Chance Campbell, so Trujillo will go line to shoot two.
Chance found himself in a tight spot there. He had pressured the kid right up under the bucket, but he kind of scoop shotted up under him and drew contact there. So
Campbell's fourth. That's the 8th team foul on the Bulldogs. And with these two free throws, Trujillo can tie it up, makes them both. 43-41 is our score. First shot is up and rolls around, no good.
Looks like to me, Pius is bigger at every spot than we are.
They are. They're longer and bigger at every position.
Yeah.
All right, checking back into the ballgame, Peyton Deans for Campbell, as that was Chance's fourth foul. And Peyton coming in to battle the big guy.
Been doing a fine job,
He has. All right, here's the second shot, and it's good this time for Trujillo. So that gets the Sartans within one. 6:10 to go in the ballgame. 43-42 Artesia. Sanchez working his way on the left side, goes to Thorpe. Thorpe into the corner left wing. Riley Jarrett gets it back to Sanchez, and then we're going to have a hole.
Oh, that's too bad. We were fixing to get us a bucket in the corner. Coach drew up a little shot for Diego there, and Nick drew contact, though, so that's good. Those fouls start adding up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, both teams now with 8. Nick Sanchez at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Leading 43-42, 6:01 to go here in the ball game as David Hammond stands up. Looks like he will come in. Shot is good for Nick. I'm starting to hear the Sarton fans. There's 8 fouls on both teams, and they said call it both ways.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I don't know. All right, Nick steps back up. 44-42 Bulldogs, 45-42 Bulldogs.
Big free throws. I like it here. We're offense for defense with David. So Nick, we don't have to worry about him picking up that foul, and David's just as gritty as Nick is on the defensive end, and he doesn't have many fouls, I don't think.
And he's playing good defense against Rodriguez right now. Chases him down. Bulldogs putting on that full court pressure, man-to-man. Rodriguez works his way, finally gets across timeline with Nick chasing him down. Gets it over to Montoya. Montoya looking to go down block onto Freeze, and he's in the lane for 3-4 seconds. He finally steps out. Outside, they're calling for it on the coach's bench, 3 seconds. They go down low, and shot is up and good on Peyton Deans.
That kid's a load down there, man, and he got his hands on that one. They hit him up. They passed it in about chest high. He was able to catch it, and Peyton battled him, but he's too strong and big.
Sanchez checks back in. As Jeff said, the offensive-defensive switch. This can tie it up if Trujillo can hit the free throw. The and one. It's 45-44, 5:37 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs by 1. The big man, Gene Trujillo, at the line. His shot is up, and it's going to go. Ties it up.
Front of the rim.
Sanchez in from Riley. Montoya waiting on Nick. Swings it over to Wesson. Wesson going to go to Thorpe. He pulls it short, but there's a great rebound. Put back and one for Riley Jarrett.
Great little set there. We had 2 posts on the block, and Thorpe kind of flashed into the high post. Shot it, but we had 2 posts down there for good spots to rebound, as Riley with the rebound putback.
Checking back in, David Hammond. Bulldogs go back up by 2. Nick will get a break. Offense-defensive switch. Also checking in for Freeze, who got, actually the foul was called on number 30. Well,
number 30 is not even in the game.
They called it on number 40, I think. In any case, 19 fouls on both. Riley Jarrett for the old-fashioned three-point play, and he knocks it down. Now with 12 points, Bulldogs putting on some man-to-man full-court pressure defense. 48-45 Bulldogs. McConnell comes across the timeline. Diego Wesson on him. Bulldogs stay in their man-to-man. He goes to the right side. Continues, goes down to the baseline. Has the ball tipped away from him. Kicks it. Montoya looks at 3, doesn't take it. Thorpe chases him down. Good defense by Cameron. Peyton Dean's battling down there. McConnell looks at a long three, does not take it. They're going to try to post him up again.
That's where their advantage lay, right here in the half court, for sure.
He's given up about 8 inches.
Yeah.
And probably about 30 pounds. And Peyton's a big, thick kid himself.
Oh, man.
It goes out of bounds off of Rodriguez. Good defense. He cut, but the Bulldogs got a hand on it, knocked it into him. He goes out of bounds.
Got a break. Good ball screen roll right there. Good execution by Pius, but sometimes it goes off your knee.
Well, we got a tip on it. I'm not sure who got it, but somebody tipped it off of his leg.
Yeah.
48-45, Nick Sanchez brings down as he checked back in to go offense. Goes to the left side to Thorpe. Thorpe goes to Diego. Diego back out to Thorpe. He'll spot for three. Off the rim, high, no good. Trujillo up high for the rebound. He'll get it to McConnell. McConnell picked up by Wesson in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Rodriguez. Sanchez on the floor still. Don't want to get his fifth. He'll back into the paint. Now Rodriguez turns. He's going to shoot a 17-footer, and it's good.
Nick's got to contest a little more. He had a high hand, but he was a little too far back.
Bulldogs right back down the floor. Peyton Deans with the turnaround, no good. Rodriguez with the bucket. With the rebound. He'll hand it off. It's 48-47 Bulldogs, 3:54 and counting. McConnell across the timeline, goes to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to be bumped by Wesson.
Boy, that's a tough call. Diego was just trying to get through to follow his guy on a backdoor cut, and they bumped into one another.
Nia Estrada checks in for Wesson. And I don't see David checking in. Campbell's going to check into the ball game for the Bulldogs. All right, so Chance will wait. They're going to give 2 shots here because that was our 10th foul. So Rodriguez will take 2. He can tie it up and go ahead if he makes them both. Shot is up, and the shot is off the front of the rim, no good. Chance will check back in, and Peyton Deans will get a break. Freeze will check in for McConnell. So they're going big here as the Bulldogs are pretty big.
I look for the Bulldogs. If we get a stop here, I look for the Bulldogs to be a little more patient on offense, use a little bit of clock with a point lead, but we'll see.
Shot up, and shot is going to roll around and go.
Maybe not now, this tied.
Tied up Nick Sanchez on the right side. Works his way across the timeline, swings it over to Thorpe. Thorpe back to Nick, swing it over to Estrada. Nye looking, he'll put it on the floor. He'll go into the lane, nobody's there. He loses the ball, has to kick it back out to Nick. Sanchez backs out.
Pius back into the zone.
Goes around, kicks it to Thorpe. Thorpe for 3. Off the rim, no good. Good high rebound. It goes off of St. Pius. No! That went off of Pius.
Tough call.
Oh, my goodness. 48-48, 3:22 to go. McConnell checks back in for Freeze. Rodriguez to key it in. Sanchez down there on him. They get it into McConnell. Nia Estrada facing him up as he'll work his way up the left side. Now he comes to the right side. Nia turning him back to the left. Trying to get it. Now timeout taken. Good defense there by Thorpe.
Good timeout call because he threw it out of bounds as the coach was calling timeout.
All right, J&J Home Care up next. 48-48, 3:10 to go here in the final period.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Go to the basket, then the count's over. Because you can only count if you're guarding them in front of them.
All right, Jeff talking about the 5-second count there as we come back from the break. They're being real intense on calling it on Nick, and he never gets a call on him, so he's so quick, but they've called it twice tonight on him, and the Sarton fans have been counting every time he hits the ball, trying to persuade the officials.
Well, everybody that plays this knows Nick's going to be out there with the ball, and so they're putting their best guy on him. I got to take our hat off to Nick. I mean, he's drawing everybody's best defender, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. All right, so it'll be St. Pius basketball coming out of that timeout. 3:10 to go in the ball game, and the score 48-48, nail-biter. Both teams vying to get into the championship game tomorrow. McConnell in the backcourt, picked up by Estrada. Thorpe, Campbell, Jarrett, and Nick Sanchez on the floor for the Bulldogs. Nia Estrada still on McConnell. Swings it over to the right side, going into the lane. Hands it off, shot up, and no good. Rebound comes out. Oh, and there's a travel, turnover back.
They got him. Getting pretty physical around the basket. A lot of bodies hitting the floor in that possession, but we came away with it.
Well, one thing that helps the Bulldogs, and you know this as well as anybody, we got a team of football players out there. They're stronger than a lot of basketball players.
Well, you can tell by looking at them. Our kids got, they got some big kids, but our kids look like they got a little bit of muscles on them too. So they're not pushing us around by no means.
No, their big kid, I think, is a pitcher. I think he's an all-world pitcher, number 45 for the Sartans. But he looks like a football player. He's about 6'8", 260. But
I was thinking that was a kid for Hope, but maybe it is St. Pius.
Well, they both have one, I think.
Okay.
All right, going to bounce pass it to Campbell. Campbell turns, kicks it to the corner. Wesson. They close out on him quickly, get it to Sanchez. Sanchez will back it up. 48-48, looking for a double screen. Goes to the right side. Bounce pass down on the post. Up, and shot is no good. Trujillo gets the rebound for the Sartans.
Big stop by St. Pius.
Gets it to Rodriguez. Shot was off the back of the rim for Riley. Swing it over to number 10, Valencia. Back out to Rodriguez. Now they're going to try to hand it to, they do get it to him. That's number 4, Jason Montoya. Thorpe waiting on him at the three-point line, and they almost lose it out of bounds. Rodriguez tracks it down. 2:04 and counting. 48-48 is our score. Montoya to Rodriguez. Rodriguez turns. He goes into Sanchez. Kicks it to the corner. Freeze for three. Ooh. Off the rim, no good. But on the backside, rebound for Trujillo. And now they're going to reset. Montoya back out to Rodriguez. They're going to him on purpose because he's guarded by Sanchez. Down on the post. Rodriguez posts up, kicks it. Going into the lane. Shot up and good for number 10, Valencia.
Pius being real patient on offense. It paid off right there, playing inside out.
Sanchez into the lane, goes up and under. No good. Rodriguez comes out of there with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Chance Campbell. Looked like he had him tied up, but nope, foul called.
This point in the game, that's a tough tie-up call, and the Pius kid did a pretty fair job of pivoting when he got that. And so early in the game, that's probably a jump ball, but now the heat's on.
They called that on who? Chance Campbell. That was his fifth. Peyton Deans will check in. 1:26 to go, 50-48. The Huskies leading the Bulldogs, and at the line is Gene Trujillo. I'm not sure if he's one of their pitchers. One of our coaches told me they had a kid that was a pitcher, a big kid.
Yeah, I'd heard that about Hope, but I don't know.
Shot is up and good for Trujillo. That's a 3-point lead now for the Sartans. 51-48, 1:26 to go in the ball game. Trujillo steps back up, has a second free throw coming.
It's going to be a big offensive possession for the Bulldogs.
Shot is up, and it's good. Diego Wesson in with the ball.
Pius back into man-to-man.
Goes to the left side to Campbell, into the corner to down to the corner. Tried to go to the corner. They did a good job. Behind the back pass, Peyton Deans. He's going to try to go up. He does, and he knocks it down.
Great job by Peyton being patient, using his pivot foot until he finally got a little space and went up and used backboard. Great angle.
And they take a timeout, do the Bulldogs. We're going to take it as well. 52-50, 1:06 to go in the ballgame. 2-point lead for St. Pius.
Coterra Energy is urgently hiring for field and office positions in Carlsbad, Hobbs, Pecos, and Monaghan. Our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals to join our local team here in the Permian Basin. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. To view all open positions, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Coming out of the timeout taken by Coach Mondragon, it's 52-50. St. Pius by 2. Estrada, Deans, Thorpe, Hammond, and Riley Jarrett on the floor for the Bulldogs.
I think we got another timeout.
We do. Another timeout taken by St. Pius, and we're going to keep it right here.
Bulldogs came out to press right there and showed our hand, and St. Pius coach called the timeout to presumably draw up a little press break action.
What would you do right here if you're Coach Mondragon? Do you go back to that man-to-man press? Or
I wouldn't man press. I would zone press. I would look at the possession arrow. It looks like it's actually in Pius's favor, though. But at this point in the game, you got to try to tie up everything if you don't get a steal. You know, at the end of the game, in this situation for us, we call this yellow. If we don't get a tie-up or a quick stop, we might have to foul. So we proceed with that in mind if we're behind right here. So we'll see how the Bulldogs handle this press break, because he worked up a little press break over here for him.
1:06 to go, 52-50. The Bulldogs are going to stay in a press defense here.
Interesting alignment here.
They get it into McConnell. He works his way across the timeline back to Montoya. Montoya swings it outside to McConnell. Estrada comes out on him, back to Montoya. Thorpe on him. And the ball's loose. Thorpe is going to come up with it. And we got a jump ball.
Yeah, Pius on the possession arrow, but that's exactly what I was talking about right here. If you don't get a quick steal, go for a tie-up, which Cam did. He got a tip and then jumped on it. But we get the next one, so we'll try that again.
Sanchez back into the ball game. We're under a minute. Trujillo takes a seat. Freeze in for him. Sanchez in for Hammond. Rodriguez gets it in to the right side to McConnell. Picked up by Estrada. Nye playing, keeping him in front. Picks up his dribble, nowhere to go with it. Gets it outside to Freeze. Freeze hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez picks up his dribble. Back to Freeze, picked up by Riley. Now to Montoya, over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez steps up, goes to Freeze. Freeze has it tipped away. Bulldogs can come out of there. Oh, that was a late call.
Yeah, that's rough. Bad call. Coach let him have it too a little bit. Boy, that's great intensity and effort by the Bulldogs for a good 10-15 seconds and got a steal.
And we're going the other way with it.
We got bailed out.
And then a foul called. Going the other way with it already.
That was rough.
Called on Nye Estrada. 52-50, St. Pius, 28 seconds to go. Coach Mondragon said, well, why'd you call it so late? Shot is up and good for number 10, Ethan Valencia. That's his 5th point. Now a 3-point lead for the Spartans.
28 seconds left. Coach probably called timeout here if we get across half court.
All right, here comes the free throw for Valencia. Made the first, second one is up, and it is good too.
It's a big one.
4-point lead. Sanchez is going to pick the ball up, come across the timeline. Goes by the right side, backs it up, shoots a 3-pointer, off the right side, no good. And we got a timeout taken by St. Pius as they got the rebound. 4-point lead, 18 seconds to go, 54-50. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be right back.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here as the full timeout continues. St. Pius took it. They got that rebound on the defensive rebound. So the Bulldogs back in a full court press here, or will be coming out of the timeout down by 4.
I think we got a foul now if they get it in. If we don't get it, the possession error is in our favor, so we can get a quick tie-up. That'd be great, but if we don't, look for a quick foul. I don't know who to foul. Coach, somebody on the bench right now is telling Coach Mondragon who we need to foul. You know, I'm sure they have somebody out there that's not as good of a free throw shooter as the rest of them.
All right, it'll be McConnell keying it in for the Sartans. 18.1 seconds. Deans, Jarrett, Thorpe, Sanchez, they get it in. Got a foul. They don't get the foul. Down to 15 seconds. Up ahead it goes to Montoya. Montoya will be fouled by Thorpe.
That's a smart foul. That wasn't intentional. This Pius coach has asked for an intentional foul. He's just going hard for the ball.
They got like 8 coaches over here. I noticed when they were walking out of here, they had like 8 guys with iPads, clipboards,
and quite a crew over here. Of course, we got a handful of them on our end too.
We do too. I know. All right, at the line, shooting 2 is Jason Montoya. He'll make the first, and now it's a 5-point lead.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got 2 timeouts left. So.
Trujillo checks back into the ball game. Montoya at the line. 55-50, 56-50.
Little full court pressure by Pius just to make his dribble a couple.
Peyton Deans, he's going to go up and score. They don't even play defense on him. Timeout taken by Artesia with 5.1 seconds.
That's the right play by us. Go as fast as you can to the basket. You know they're not going to foul. Get 2 and then call a timeout.
56-52 is the score. Bulldogs down by 4. We're going to go ahead and take another break. Stay right there. We'll come back for the end. Hopefully the Bulldogs can make some magic. We'll be right back.
God's mercies, they are unending, and the love he has for you is a powerful and never-ending kind of love. Do you know this God? Do you know a God that is that powerful, that he's full of not only mercy, but he's full of grace and love? Lamentations in the Old Testament says in Lamentations 3, verses 22 through 23, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. Think about that verse. There's faithful love, there's mercy, there's great faithfulness. And it all begins each day. It all begins anew. So do you know the God that begins each day anew? That he loves you so much that he forgives you, and he's faithful, and he's full of mercy. If you don't know him, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walton.
Well, they shouldn't have started the clock. They shouldn't have turned the ball in. There was still time running off the clock. That's why they buzzed it. All right, so it'll be St. Pius trying to get it in here. That's going to be a foul called on Nick Sanchez. That'll foul him out. Hammond will check back in, and that'll put somebody down on the line to shoot.
Call that on 3? Yep.
Going to the line will be number 22, McConnell. Trujillo checks back into the ball game, or looks to check in for the shooter, McConnell. In for the Bulldogs after Nick fouls out is David Hammond. 56-52, 5.1 seconds left in the ball game. First free throw is up and off the rim, no good. Bulldogs still have a shot. Slim, but they still have a shot.
5 seconds, down by 4.
They got to get a three-pointer and get fouled. McConnell, shot up. This time it's good, so now it's 5 seconds down by 5. Makes it two possessions. Trujillo checks back in. Montoya is going to be out on Hammond. David gets it in. He turns. He's going to need to throw it up the court somewhere. He gets it to Thorpe. Thorpe throws up the last second shot. No good. The final score, 57-52. Artesia goes down to the St. Pius Sartans. We're going to go ahead and get the Guys Chevrolet postgame show going. Thanks, Jeff, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have Coach Kirkwood here in just a moment. Stay right there, Bulldog fans. We'll have stats and Coach Kirkwood come.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Hey folks, Sean Smalls here for Rebel Daughters Barbecue. Let's get serious for a second. Are you considering breaking up with your barbecue place? If not, ask yourself, do they ask about your day? And if you prefer your brisket moist or lean? Do they support you financially by offering barbecue at a reasonable price? Do they bring you food when you're sad via DoorDash? Is your meat tender and your beans salty and full of brisket and pork? If the answer is no, it's time to move on. Wait, what? To Rebel Daughters Barbecue at their new location at 712 West Main. Stop by and give them a try. They'll treat you right. Now open in Carlsbad on Thursdays in front of Dynamic Heating and Cooling on Pierce.
We're back here on the Guys Chevrolet postgame show. Artesia does go down in defeat, 57-52. Coach Kirkwood out there while we were on break, you were talking a little bit about what happened. Go ahead and talk about that ball game.
Number 43, really super big player. And we guarded him really good initially, and then when they would reverse the ball, he was able to spin on us, and then we ended up behind him, and he was able to get the ball. Those are things that we can work on. Just didn't have much time to prepare for him after we saw him last night, but we'll be ready for him next time. And just a couple of assignments, but, overall it's been a good tournament for us. We'll have another game tomorrow, so just got to keep battling.
Well, it has been a good tournament. You never like to lose, but you played a great team in St. Pius. Good good game for you guys pre-district, getting ready for the district run and then getting ready to come to the playoffs.
That's right, yeah. And we'll have, either Hope or Hot Springs tomorrow. So, hey, we got to come out. We got to be ready. We got to battle and play defense and rebound.
Okay, Coach, thanks for joining us here on KSVP Radio. We'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, Bulldog fans, stay right there. I'm going to come back here with some stats for you. So stay tuned here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center will be hosting the annual Quilt Show, January 17th to February 28th in the Arts Center. The special exhibit is a showcase of the works by the Artesia Quilters Guild during the past year. The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center will be operating temporary hours in January, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, with regular operating hours to resume in February. All special exhibits are free to the public. For more information, contact the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 575-748-2390 or visit artesianm.gov/museum.
God's mercies, they are unending, and the love he has for you is a powerful and never-ending kind of love. Do you know this God? Do you know a God that is that powerful, that he's full of not only mercy, but he's full of grace and love? Lamentations in the Old Testament says in Lamentations 3, verses 22 through 23, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. Think about that verse. There's faithful love, there's mercy, there's great faithfulness. And it all begins each day. It all begins anew. So do you know the God that begins each day anew, that he loves you so much that he forgives you, and he's faithful and he's full of mercy? If you don't know him, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Wall.
Welcome back to the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. The Artesia Bulldogs go down in defeat to the St. Pius X Sartans in a well-battled game. For the Sartans, Mason Montoya ended up with 2 points, Nicholas Rodriguez with 3, Ethan Valencia with 6, Alejandro Sapien with 2, Carson McConnell ended up with 6, Cade Freeds had 11, Jason Montoya ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and leading the way was Gene Trujillo, the big man, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points for him. Also, Aiden Thomas with a bucket. They turned it over 7 times in the first and 8 in the second. For the Artesia Bulldogs, Cameron Thorpe ends up with 9 points and 3 assists. Peyton Deans with a bucket and 2 rebounds. Nia Estrada with the bucket as well and 2 boards. Diego Weston ends up with 5 points and 1 rebound. Micio Hernandez with 2 points and 2 boards. Chance Campbell had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Riley Jarrett and Nick Sanchez led the way, both of them with 12 points. Nick ends up with 3 assists and 4 steals. He also was fouled out of the ballgame right there at the end, as was Chance Campbell. Riley ends up with those 12 points. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. The Bulldogs turned it over 5 times. So the Sartans, and it may have been more than that, I might have lost track of them. Sartans I had with 8 turnovers in the second half. It was 14-13 after 1, St. Pius. 33-29 at the half, Artesia. 41-39 at the end of 3, Artesia. But the final score, 57-52, St. Pius defeats Artesia. Tomorrow afternoon, 3:30, the Bulldogs will be playing the winner of tonight's game between Hope and I think Hot Springs. No, it's not Hot Springs. I got the brackets right here. Let me look. So Hope plays, yeah, they do, Hot Springs tonight. So Artesia will take on the loser of that ball game, and the girls take on the winner at 5 p.m. against either Hope or Los Lunas. So 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, Artesia taking on the loser of Hot Springs and Hope. On behalf of Gene Dow back in the station and my brother Jeff for joining us here in the second half, this is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We're going to close it up. See you tomorrow afternoon, 3:30. Boys action once again.
That concludes this broadcast of sports on KSVP